decisions, approves PLI for automobile and drone industries. The Vice President, on the occasion of International Democracy Day, urges people to nurture the spirit of democracy. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma visits Jorhat for multiple programs, makes various announcements. Mizoram enrolls 313 Myanmar refugee children in schools. And Nagaland bans collection of any kind of tax or fees on goods under GST regime. Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin from the studios of DDK Guwahati. This is Jolly Khoikia Gogoi with the stories in detail. The Union Cabinet today approved the Production-Linked Incentive (PLI) scheme for automobile and drone industries with a budgetary outlay of 26,058 crore rupees. Briefing the media, Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur said a sum of 25,938 crore rupees for the auto sector and 120 crore rupees have been allocated for the drone industry. Thakur further added that this decision will create additional employment opportunities to over 7,60,000 people. The Cabinet also approved a number of structural and process reforms in the telecom sector. These are expected to protect and generate employment opportunities, promote healthy competition and protect the interests of consumers. Electronics and IT Minister Ashwini Vaishnav said the package is also expected to boost 4G proliferation, infuse liquidity and create an enabling environment for investment in 5G networks.
निवेश होगा और लगभग 7,60,000 व्यक्तियों के लिए रोजगार के अतिरिक्त अवसर मिलेंगे। भारत ऑटोमोबाइल सेक्टर में ग्लोबल प्लेयर बन सके।
टेलीकॉम सेक्टर में आज 9 बड़े स्ट्रक्चरल रिफॉर्म।
The Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu today, on the occasion of International Democracy Day, called upon the people to reiterate the commitment towards democratic values and nurture the spirit of democracy in order to improve the quality of life of all the citizens. Naidu quoted the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, who had said that he understood democracy as something that gave the weak the same chance as the strong. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla too, on the occasion of International Democracy Day, has called for strengthening the democracy. He was virtually addressing the 81st All India Presiding Officers Conference. The conference is aimed at deliberating the role of legislature in fostering effective and meaningful democracy. Birla further said, Hindi is the medium of expression of our national identity, and during the independence movement, Hindi became the symbol of national pride of the country.
अग्रिम भूमिका निभाने का संकल्प लिया है। मुझे आशा है उन संकल्पों एवं प्रतिबद्धताओं को पूर्ण करने की दिशा में विश्व के सभी देशों की संसदों द्वारा साझा प्रयास किए जाएंगे। आज
In Arunachal Pradesh, Governor to the state Dr. B.D. Mishra participated in the International Day of Democracy cum commemoration of 2 decades of State Election Commission at Dorji Khandu Convention Centre, Itanagar today. Speaking on the occasion, the Governor said that the International Day of Democracy aims to promote the government's role in maintaining open democracy among the member nations of the UN Charter. Referring to Article 21 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, he said that the elections by universal suffrage, free, fair and secret voting are the foundations of democracy. He further reminded the people to make our democracy stronger and stable by promoting the democratic values. Meanwhile, the State Deputy Chief Minister Chona Main and State Home Minister Bamang Felix also spoke on the occasion.
Human rights among all the members of the United Nations Charter, and that is how it was conceived.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has greeted all hard-working engineers on Engineers Day today. Taking to his Twitter handle, Modi said, "No words are enough to thank them for their pivotal role in making our planet better and technologically advanced." The Prime Minister paid homage to the remarkable M. Vishwesvarya on his birth anniversary and recalled his accomplishments. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma visited Jorhat today for multiple programs. Addressing the media in Nimati Ghat, Sarma announced that people will soon be able to book ferry tickets from the comfort of their homes. An app in this regard will be launched. He also stated that the government will provide marine engines to ferries with single engine. The minister further added that 2 ships, Raj Lakshmi and Digaru, shall reach Nimati within a couple of days, while for the convenience of the islanders, night bus services shall commence soon. Later in the day, the Chief Minister visited the Gomdhar Kumar Memorial Garden at Morioni. Sarma paid his respects to the freedom fighter and announced a grant of 1 crore rupees for the popularization of the same. Concluding his visit to Jorhat, the minister thereafter visited Tiok and paid homage at the historic Dhekiakwa Bornamghar. He also made a donation of 1 crore rupees towards the institution. Later, he also laid the foundation of a government law college to be constructed near the Auniati Khotra in Kaliapani of Tiok.
সেই কষ্টখিনিৰ পৰা আমি তেওঁলোকক ৰিলিফ দিবৰ কাৰণেও আমাৰ হাতত কোনো ততাতৈয়াকৈ উপায় নাছিল কাৰণ
Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma has informed that the regional committees on interstate boundary will jointly have a video conferencing in the next few days to draw a roadmap and a timeline on how to move forward. He denied having received the official interim report submitted by the Regional Committee for West Khasi Hills on the 4 areas of differences falling under the district, but said that the findings were discussed with him. He further added that the government is moving in a serious way to resolve the boundary issue. He also stressed the need to closely work with their Assam counterpart as the decision will be a mutual one.
Or not decide, but have the
Keeping in mind the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav being observed nationwide to celebrate the 75th anniversary of independence, Assam Public Health Engineering Minister Ranjit Das today formally inaugurated the Swachhata Hi Seva 2021 program for Assam. Addressing the gathering at a function held in the capital city, Das deliberated on the meaning of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and Swachhata Hi Seva. Meanwhile, gracing the occasion as guest of honor, Deputy Director General of Drinking Water and Sanitation Department, Government of India, Hiren Nabora, informed that drinking water supply connections in Assam have rose up to 19% from just 1.76% in 2019, as Jal Jeevan Mission is reaching people at a significant pace. Later, Das flagged off 6 vehicles designed as Swachhata Rath with an aim to create awareness on cleanliness, mainly in the rural areas. In Mizoram, refugee children from Myanmar who have sought shelter in the state after fleeing from Myanmar following a military coup are being enrolled in schools across the state. The Directorate of School Education had earlier sent a circular to all district education officers and sub-divisional education officers to take necessary action to admit the migrant and refugee children in their respective jurisdiction to continue their schooling. So far, 313 students have been enrolled of 8 villages of Khawbung RD block. Out of the total enrollment, 161 students are female. 195 students have been enrolled in primary schools, 105 in middle schools, and 13 students in high school. Nagaland government has decided to stop all collection of any kind of tax or fees on goods that comes under GST regime by all the municipals and town councils across the state immediately. This was decided yesterday during a meeting held under the chairmanship of Deputy Chief Minister Y. Paton. The decision also came in after the Confederation of Nagaland Chamber of Commerce and Industry had called for a total shutdown of all the shops and business establishments in the state on the 16th of September in protest against multiple taxations by Naga political groups and and government agencies. Consequently, the state government has appealed to the Confederation of Nagaland Chamber of Commerce and Industry to reconsider its call for going for a statewide closure of all the shops and the business establishments as decided, and to give support and cooperation to the government departments in order to tackle illegal taxation and extortion. Now on to the COVID update from the nation. India has administered over 75 crore 89 lakh doses of COVID vaccine so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. As per the Union Health Ministry, more than 61 lakh 15,000 vaccine doses were administered in the last 24 hours. The ministry further said that over 38,000 patients recovered in the last 24 hours, with the national recovery rate reaching 97.62%. With this, more than 3 crore 25 lakh people have recovered from COVID-19 in the country so far. Currently, India's active case load stands over 3,51,000. This constitutes 1.05% of the total reported cases. Meanwhile, with 284 deaths reported in the last 24 hours, the total death toll in the country has mounted to 4,43,497. In the COVID update from the region, Arunachal Pradesh logged at 528 active cases, 53,073 discharge cases, while the dead account for 271. In Assam, the case load for active cases is 4,319, while 5,84,729 have been cured. The tally for the dead is 5,767. With 2,614 active cases, Manipur recorded 1,13,032 discharge cases. The death toll stands at 1,815. Saddled with 1,689 active cases, Meghalaya has recorded 75,436 cured cases, even as the dead account for 1,361. Mizoram has a caseload of 13,525 active cases, followed by 60,297 released cases. The dead account for 246. Nagaland has 571 active cases, as cured cases logged at 29,477. The tally for the dead is 646. Reporting 777 active cases, Sikkim has notched up 29,541 released cases. The death toll is 378. Lastly, Tripura reports 439 active cases, 82,470 cured cases. The dead account for 806. The result for the joint entrance exam JEE Main has been declared today. Education Ministry said 44 candidates have got 100 percentile, of which 18 candidates are in rank 1. Beginning from this year, JEE Main was conducted 4 times in the year to offer flexibility to students and a chance to improve their scores. The first phase was held in February, the second in March, third in July and fourth in August-September. A total of 9,34,602 candidates had appeared in the 4 editions of JEE Main. The examination was conducted in 13 languages. Now, before the end of the news, the headlines once again. Union Cabinet takes various key decisions, approves PLI for automobile and drone industries. The Vice President, on the occasion of International Democracy Day, urges people to nurture the spirit of democracy. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma visits Jorhat for multiple programs, makes various announcements. Mizoram enrolls 313 Myanmar refugee children in schools. And Nagaland bans collection of any kind of tax or fees on goods under GST regime. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.